Hey everyone, my name is Eliza and I'm going to show you dance-inspired workouts. I think that these workouts are the best way to condition and strengthen your body if you're looking for low-impact options. And I've compiled some of my favorite ones. These are great to do in different repetitions and sequences, and they will always challenge your muscles. Remember that ballet emphasizes tucking your tailbone, lifting your chest, and relaxing your shoulders. So keep this in mind as we go through all of these movements, and also give yourself a chance to get the technique down before you really execute the move and dig deeper. I'm going to be doing these exercises with sneakers on, but feel free to do these in socks or barefoot. All right, here we go. Start standing with your heels touching, toes pointed out at an angle, and arms relaxed by your sides. Begin to bend your knees so they're over your toes, but be sure to keep your heels on the ground and your hips tucked under. Then lift back up to your starting position. That's 1 rep. Flexibility in your hips will vary, so you may be able to go down further than someone else. Do 10 reps for 3 sets. To modify, don't bend down as far. Start standing with your heels touching, toes pointed out at an angle, and arms up at shoulder height. Begin to lift up off your heels and onto the balls of your feet. Be sure to tuck your hips under, engage your core. Lower down to your starting position. This is 1 repetition. Do 10 reps for 3 sets. To modify, hold on to a chair or wall to help you balance. Start standing with heels touching, toes pointed out at an angle, and your arms are relaxed by your sides or up at shoulder height. Begin to bend your knees so they're over your toes, but be sure to keep your heels on the ground and hips tucked. Reset to your center position, then begin to lift up off your heels and onto the balls of your feet. Tuck those hips, engage your core. Lower down to your starting position. That's 1 rep. Do 10 reps for 2 sets. To modify, hold on to a chair or wall. Start standing with heels touching, toes pointed out at an angle, arms up at shoulder height. With those toes pointed, slowly lift your right foot up off the ground and try to lift it to hip height. If you have to bend your knee and then lower your leg a little, you can do that as well. Be sure you're engaging your core and your hips are turned out. Then lower that foot back down to starting position. It's 1 rep. Repeat on the left side for your 2nd repetition. Do 15 reps on each leg, and to modify, again, you can lower your leg down or hold on to a wall or chair for stability. Start with feet wider than hip width apart and toes pointed at an angle. Arms relaxed by your sides. Begin to bend your knees so they're in line with those toes. If your heels begin to lift, walk your legs out further. Then release by straightening your legs. Do 10 reps for 3 sets. To modify, don't go down as far, and to advance, go down as far as you can by pushing those hips forward. And there's your dance-inspired workout. Again, work on getting the technique in the form of these exercises before you start in with the suggested repetitions. And also make sure you warm up your hips. Maybe do some hip openers standing or laying down on the ground. It's really important as you turn your feet out and you bend low that your hips are warmed up and a little bit more flexible. So your body will be stretched and feeling really strong by the end of this series. Enjoy.